Hey loves, this is Bobby and I am here with the small booktuber tag. I was tagged by the absolutely lovely Theresa of A Reading Elf. She is absolutely wonderful and she has an amazing video that is a Sapphic Reads recommendation video. I ended up adding pretty much every book on there that I didn't already had into my TBR because they sound so adorable and I need all the queerness in my life. So let's get started. This is basically a get to know me. As of right now, I had just passed 60 subscribers, which for me is like, holy crap, because I never expected to get 1 subscriber. I never expected to actually stick with doing this because I am a mess that likes to start things and never finish them, but I'm having so much fun doing these videos, so I am sticking with this. There are 6 questions, so let's get started. Number 1 is introduce yourself. Hey everybody, I'm Bobby Bomber. I am 31. I live in Southern California. I am a fine dining cook, or I normally am a fine dining cook, but with the pandemic, I am currently an unemployed lump on my bed because they've closed down my job. I have no idea when they're supposed to open again, so I don't know. I got into the whole cooking career as a complete accident. I was originally a front of the house lounge attendant. Someone kept calling off of work. All of a sudden they said, hey, just, it's just a prep kitchen, so it was really easy. It was basically opening bags and shit. And then they're like, okay, come on, we need help. They put me in there. I am not a people person, so being in the back of the house was like amazing, and I never wanted to leave, and I had kind of seniority over everybody, so I kind of staked my claim and said I'm staying, and they never kicked me out. And then next thing I know, I ended up applying for another job, and I somehow got the job, and I did not know that it was a full cook position. I had never done any full cooking, and when I got hired and I walk into the kitchen and I see that it is a full line kitchen, I was like, what the hell is happening? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what half of this equipment is. I told them, they told me, if you're willing to learn, we're willing to teach you. So now I'm a fine dining cook and I absolutely love it. I was someone who hated to be in the kitchen. Like, I love to bake, but actual cooking I fucking hated. Like, I hated it with a passion. I love cooking as a career. It is so much fun. I've learned so many things. I have a confidentiality agreement, so I can't say where I work or who I work with, but I have worked with a few world famous chefs now. One of them, I got hands-on training. Like, she showed me how to hold a knife, how to chop up, how to make one of her dishes, and it blew my mind because like I said, she's like world famous, and someone who 2 years ago couldn't even boil water, all of a sudden I'm working with world famous chefs is fucking mind-blowing. What else about me? I have a dog. Her name is Banshee. She is a pit bull and she is the love of my life, my little baby girl. I do not want kids of my own, so she is my baby. She costs as much as an actual child, but I love her so much. She's a little shit though. She likes to chew up shoes, especially sandals. Like, a few months ago, we literally didn't have a single sandal in our entire house because she ate them all. She's getting a little better. I got her into classes and everything and training, so yeah, she's doing good. I use she and her pronouns. Let's see here, what else? I am queer. I identify as ace and queer. What else can I tell you? You know when you do these things and all of a sudden you can't remember absolutely anything about yourself? That's where I'm at right now. But I think that kind of covers it for me. So yeah. We'll move on to number 2, which is, when did you start your channel? I officially started my channel at the end of April, I believe it was. I uploaded a video because I was taking part in the magical readathon hosted by Book Roast, and I had a bunch of extra time on my hands since I was on quarantine, and it seemed like a lot of fun to do, so I kind of did it. Didn't really think I was going to stick with it, and I kind of didn't at first, and then I found out about the Make Your Myth Taker readathon in May, because it took place in June. I ended up getting dressed up and did a video for that, and since then I've kind of just stuck with it. I'm having so much fun doing it. I'm still trying to get myself more onto filming and when I'm supposed to be doing everything and getting on and up, like uploading stuff, at, certain times and stuff, but I'm still getting used to this, but I really, really am enjoying myself. So unofficially, or officially, I started in April. Unofficially, I am saying that I started in May, because that's really when I've stuck with it. Number 3 is, what kind of videos do you make? So far I've done a lot of what you call it, readathon videos, just because this is kind of where I'm at right now. I really love doing these readathons. They're so much fun, and I'm really a mood reader where if I don't really have a goal for anything, I'll just kind of read whatever I want, and usually like maybe 1 or 2 books a month if I'm lucky. But with these readathons, it's giving me like an actual goal, and I love it so much. I am having so much fun finding books that fit the prompts and just reading all the prompts. The one that I'm doing right now is the Pop C Culture Readathon, which is a bingo style readathon, and I have never done one of those, and it is so much fun, and I got dressed up and everything for that announcement video. And so far I've been kind of my vlogs and book hauls, because I was hauling a lot of graphic novels and comic books, and I have now done my quarantine book haul video. So yeah, so kind of just all over the place right now. I'm still trying to find where I want to go, but I think I want to start sticking to more graphic novel comic books, because I keep getting a lot of people asking for that, and I kind of got to get myself sit down and kind of like, okay, what do I want to talk about and which ones, and just also kind of reading them as well, because I had fallen out of graphic novels quite a while ago, and I'm trying to get myself back in. So that's where I'm at with those. Number 4 is, what do you love about Booktube? Everything. I love Booktube so much. I'm so mad that I didn't find out about it earlier, because I had just kind of randomly found out about it when I had first heard about the magical readathon, and that was over on Facebook that I heard about it, and when I looked into it, and then I kind of watched videos and everything, and I fell down the booktube hole, and I haven't came back out, and I love it. I'm having so much fun. I love being able to talk about books, because in my day-to-day life I don't have anybody that I can kind of just talk about books with. I have online communities, and I've got friends online that I do talk about it, but it's just not the same when you have someone to kind of talk with in person. So doing these videos is a lot of fun, and they're really keeping me on track with my reading. This month I have read, not this month, this year so far I've read as of today, 38 books, and that is so crazy for me, because I used to read about 50 to 60 books a year, and then I hit really bad slumps, and I was maybe lucky to get 15 to 20 books in. 20 was my goal for this year. I'm halfway through the year, and I've already passed that at 37, and I just joined NetGalley again, and I've been requesting books on there, and I've been reading and reviewing those. So I'm just really kind of on a full reading, just give me books and let me read these. And then I found audiobooks, and that's even more, and I'm loving them. I'm able to pump out even more books, and I am just having so much fun. And Booktube is really the driving force with this, because I'm just kind of trying to keep up with what other people are reading, and my TBR is just insane. Like, oh my goodness, my TBR is I thought it was big before, but it's massive now. And my actual like physical books I own TBR is crazy. And yeah, thank you, Booktube. Number 5 is, what kind of books do you read? I read mainly YA fantasy, or just fantasy in general. Horror is also another huge one for me, and comic books and graphic novels, which I am starting to get back into, and I do want to do a lot of review videos for them and recommendation videos for comic books and graphic novels. So that's where I'm at there. Yes, those are my genres. I kind of bounce all over the place. I've been reading a lot of LGBT contemporary, or I don't want to say I've been buying a lot of them, because as a booktuber, or just a reader in general, we buy more books than we actually read, or we think about books more than we actually read. We do a lot of things around books that don't contain actual reading, and that's me. So yeah, Those are my genres. I love, though, queer books, and I've been getting into more and more of them, buying them and trying to see where I want to, what I want to read. But when it comes to contemporary, that is really the only time I read contemporary is if they are queer. So yeah. And number 6 is, what is your favorite video that you've made so far? The favorite videos that I've made so far are definitely my 2 readathon TBR announcement videos, which the first one is for the Make Your Myth Taker readathon. I got all dressed up as a witch and everything, and I had a blast doing that. And the next one was for the Popsy Culture readathon. I got dressed up as Nancy Downs from The Craft and Cher Horowitz from Clueless. I have so much fun getting dressed up. I was someone who really loved to do makeup and get dressed up constantly. Like, I worked at 4 a.m. in the morning some days, and I still would get up and do my makeup and everything. But since being on quarantine, I have fully embraced the quarantine goblin look. And that involves like greasy hair and not a stitch of makeup absolutely anywhere. So finding reasons to get dressed up and do my makeup again is just awesome, and I love it. So yeah, any video where I can get kind of dressed up, those are definitely my favorite. And I'm not sure when I'm posting this one, either before or after, but for my June wrap-up video, I got dressed up to go over the character and all the traits that I did for my character for the Make Your Myth Taker, and that was so much fun. I'm kind of bouncing between doing that and doing this video, so yeah. Because I had to change 4-5 times outfits, kind of. So yeah, that's where I was sticking with that. And I've had so much fun doing that, though. Like, dressing up is just so much fun for me because it's just something I've always loved to do. But that's my video. That's the tag. If I don't know who to tag, because I still don't know that many people, but if you'd love to be tagged, I would love to tag you, either on here or on Twitter. So just let me know. I love watching these videos because, as a small booktuber, I do love to follow other small booktubers, just so we can kind of follow each other and everything and build each other up, because that's what I love about this community. I found is that it's a lot of people just building each other up, and everybody's been just so sweet, and I just want to thank everybody so much. So thank you for watching, and happy reading. Bye.